Hey, welcome back to Limitless TV. Do you really need to learn sales in order to become wealthy?
This video is sponsored by myfirstva.com. In fact, that's where we found the virtual assistants that edited this video. I'll share with you more details in a moment, but now let me send you back to Stephen.
Hey friends, Stephen Michael Miller here. Do you need to learn sales to become wealthy? Yes. I'm just kidding. Yes, you do. You absolutely need to learn sales to become wealthy. Sales is something that actually, as a people, we are constantly doing. Although most individuals, I'm guessing, if we were to create a poll, would say, I don't like sales. Now, this is an interesting conundrum, right? In order to become wealthy, you need to be good at sales. Yet, most people don't like sales. So if those two things are occupying the same space, what's going to happen? Well, they're going to cancel each other out, and that goal of becoming wealthy is just not going to happen. I want to throw in a little bit of a caveat there. You don't necessarily need to do the sales yourself, but when you get to that point, but even to grow it to that point, you typically do need to be good at sales. I'm going to talk about why. See, the reality is we're constantly, as people, trying to convince other people of our opinions. We're already in sales. I mean, that's the reality. Even people that say they hate sales, that's the funny thing for me, is I've had this conversation with so many different people where they come up to me and they say, Stephen, I just can't do this. I hate sales. And I say, well, really? Well, why? Oh, well, I hate sales because all salespeople are horrible. They're all dishonest. They just want your money. They've got that sales breath. You know what I'm talking about, right? So they start to list off all of the reasons why they hate sales. And then they go into their experiences. Well, not to mention, I remember this one time where I went to go buy a car, and this guy came up to me. He started telling me all these things about this car that just weren't even true. And I bought the car, and I got it home, and the car wasn't good, and it was a lemon, and it blew up on me in the 3 days after I bought it, and that was horrible. And it's all because that sales guy, and I hate that sales guy, and I hate sales. And in that scenario, just take it all in for a second. I could easily look at them and say, wow, you sold me on the idea that you hate sales, right? The reality is people will sell you on their ideas that they're truly passionate about, always. When I was dating my wife, 99% of my conversation with her was a sales pitch for me, right? I was pitching at her on why I would be a good spouse, right? Why she would want to be with me, why she might want to marry me. That's what our conversations were about. And although I may not have been using those words, all of my actions, all of my words, all of my thoughts were kind of pouring into the sale, of wanting my wife to marry me. My then not wife, but wanting her to marry me at some point. And so we're constantly selling people. If you're building a business, you need to sell someone on wanting to work with you. Like, even if you're not doing the sales part of it and you're going to be building a sales team, you're going to need to learn how to sell it appropriately to help them to sell what you're selling, right? So do you need sales to become wealthy? Do you need to be good at sales to become wealthy? The answer is yes. And so get good at sales. How do you get good at sales? Well, you get good at sales by starting to do it. Sell your idea to somebody. Convince them of what it is that you believe in, or learn to help them understand what it is that you're so passionate about. By the way, the more passionate you are about something, the less it feels like sales. The more it just seems like a natural conversation. I love it because I get truly passionate about several different things now in my life. I love real estate. I'm really getting into this cryptocurrency world. I love the conversation around relationships. I love talking about creating different things. And when I'm talking to people about those things that I'm passionate about, it's not about, I don't feel like I have to sell anybody on anything. I'm just speaking passionately about what I love. And when a concern comes up from somebody else, it's easy for me to sweep that concern aside, or to address that concern and then to move it aside, because I love what I do so much, and I'm so convinced about it that my passion, my confidence in it, it leaks out into other people. People can feel that. And when they feel that I'm confident, oftentimes it helps to boost their confidence. I don't feel like I have to sell anything. It just happens naturally. That's really what sales is. As a matter of fact, sales to me, I created a definition that what works for me in sales. Sales to me is learning how to listen longer. So it's not even about learning how to say the right things or anything like that. It's about learning how to truly hone in and listen to the need of the person. Find out what it is that they really are looking for. What is their real concern? And if I can listen well enough, learn to listen longer, ask proper questions, and extract from them what their real concerns are, then I don't have to sell them anything. Either my product will fit that concern, or my service will fit that concern, it will fill the need, or it won't.
Thank you to myfirstva.com for sponsoring this video. Imagine being able to hire your own full-time employee, and imagine that employee only costing you $400 per month. It's actually a real thing. I've been doing it for over 8 years. I have a whole team of people that I've hired there. You can hire somebody for logo design, bookkeeping, article writing, customer service, website design, or video editing. You can actually do your own custom search if you go to myfirstva.com, put in the criteria of who you're looking for in your perfect virtual assistant, and you'll have a full-time employee for $400 a month.
And so that's really what sales is. So do you need to get good at that? Yes. You want to become wealthy? You need to be absolutely good at listening to people. You need to be really, really good at asking the right questions. You need to be really good at filling a hole or a potential problem, at creating a solution for something that may be missing there. That's what sales is. So do you need to be good at those things in order to be wealthy? The answer is yes. All right, friends, did I convince you? Do you love sales now? Because if I did, then that means I'm an awesome salesman. All right, love doing this here for you. I love the conversation of sales and creating wealth. And if you'd like to learn more about how to sell better, how to create more wealth for yourself, then please put some comments down below. We'd love to hear from you. We'll answer those questions or those comments. And if you're liking what you're seeing, please subscribe. We'd love to have you part of the family. With all of that, everyone have a fantastic day, and we'll see you tomorrow.